Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Amanda and today I am doing another expenses video. If you are not familiar with my expenses videos, I basically go through all the things that I spent money on. I am kind of behind, so I am combining September and October expenses together. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Oh yeah, I'm in a different place. Let's just talk about this for a minute. So I am in Irvine, California for work, and so I am in my hotel room and I just wanted to film a video because it's been a while, so I wanted to get this done while I'm here. So that is why. Hopefully you can hear the audio okay because it's pretty far away, but yeah, I just have to work with that because that's how my lens is. Let me just say that both months, September and October, were not great. I spent over $1,300 both months, and $1,300 is a lot for me considering I still live at home. I don't have to pay rent. I usually don't pay for groceries or many bills or anything like that, so a lot of that is more discretionary spending or just other types of expenses that aren't really focused on my living situation. So $1,300 is a lot, but we will dive into it. Okay, so let's start off with September. The grand total amount that I spent in September was $1,375. Wait, what did I say? The grand total that I spent in September was $1,375. Crazy. On transportation, which is basically my commute to and from work, or maybe on the weekends if necessary, spent about $230, and again I am rounding up to the nearest 5 just for easy visualization and calculations. That's about normal. I usually spend $200 to $250. Eating out, I spent about $115, which isn't that bad. Sometimes that may be eating out with friends, eating out with Kurt or family or something like that. So that's not too bad. I usually spend $15 on subscriptions, so that's Netflix and Hulu, I believe. I have a deal with Hulu, so I'm paying only $1 a month. That was like a Black Friday deal from last year, so that is going to be expiring soon. So we'll have to figure out if I want to renew that subscription because that's going to bump up the amount I spend on subscriptions, obviously, because it doesn't cost just $1 normally a month. So yeah, so right now I'm spending about $15. Shopping, I bought some random small things. So I only spent about $35 shopping. I didn't have LETOTE, I didn't have Stitch Fix or anything like that. So those were just random things, kind of like a miscellaneous category, but I put it into shopping, so we'll just put it there. So $35 there. I spent about $170 on gifts because I had some people leaving my team and I kind of wanted to give them a little bit of something, so spent a little bit of money there, which I typically don't spend. Then I also had my cousin have a baby, so I had to buy a gift for that. We finally had a vacation in October, so in September I spent about $415 for flights, and then I think Kurt used points on some of our other flights. We went to Pittsburgh and then we went to Chicago and then we flew home. So we had quite a few flights going on there, so we kind of split it up. But basically I spent about $450 there. And then Kona had his annual checkup at the vet in September, and so his vet checkup cost $370, which is kind of pricey, but obviously I can't really do anything about that. It happens once a year and I know that it's going to happen, so you just have to pay it. And then I spent about $25 on miscellaneous items, so that's not a big deal. It's kind of like shopping. But really I just didn't really go out a ton, I would say. Really, if you take out me buying the flights and paying for Kona's checkup, I really spent closer to $600 total for the whole month because I didn't really go out a ton and I did buy extra gifts. So even if I took out the gift amount, I spent even less than $500 for the month of September. So it's just that some of those things were non-recurring expenses or like unexpected, unusual expenses. So that's what brought me over $1,300 for that month. But yeah, so that's how I got there. Unfortunately, October is worse. I spent $1,515. So transportation again was under $250, which is normal. I spent about $235 there. We were also out on vacation, and then at the end of the month I had a work trip, so I wasn't commuting as much, but I'm not quite sure. I still went into the office a lot. So $235 on gas and toll. Eating out, I spent about $50. I really only ate out like 3-ish times. Oh, I remember I had all 4 wisdom teeth taken out, and so one of the weekends didn't really count. Like I wasn't eating much anyway because of that surgery, and I was recovering. And I think overall I was just trying to stay in because I just wanted to recover. We also had a vacation, so I put all those vacation expenses in a different category, which I'll go over soon. And so eating out for $50 last month doesn't include vacation meals. Spent my typical $15 on subscriptions, Netflix and Hulu. Then I also renewed my LETOTE subscription, so I spent $85 on that, which I am kind of looking into again because I really don't use a lot of some of the products that I get from LETOTE. I'm spending $85 on 5 clothing items and 3 accessories, and the accessories, it's typically jewelry, but I don't really always wear them. Like I don't always really love them enough, so I think I'm bringing down my subscription to just clothing. That'll save me a little bit of money there. I spent $15 on gifts, like birthday cakes and stuff like that for coworkers. And then our vacation expense. So this is when we went to Pittsburgh and Chicago. We went to the aquarium. We ate out a ton, basically for every meal. And then we also Ubered around. So we split some of the expenses. I tried to pay for a lot of it, but my portion, I'm not quite sure how much Kurt spent, but I spent $450. That also doesn't include hotel. I believe Kurt either paid for that out of pocket or used points for that. So $450 is really a lot of the meals and transportation for vacation. So a little pricey there, but we hadn't gone on vacation for about a year and a half. So we don't really typically spend this type of money. And that's not that bad for my portion. Kona, I had to pay for pet medication, so I had to buy his heartworm and flea and tick medication. I usually do that either once or twice a year. I think I only paid for 6 months worth. So this was $150 on his medications. Then I also had the wisdom teeth surgery, and I think part of my dental insurance covered this, but what it didn't cover was $520, so I paid for that out of pocket. That's kind of how I got to the $1,500. The vacation and the wisdom teeth surgery alone, which are unusual expenses, come out to almost $1,000. So really, if we're taking those out of the equation, I spent like $500 on like personal expenses and Kona's medications. So I really didn't go too crazy the past 2 months. It's just a lot of large, big things that are more unusual expenses came up. That's kind of how I spent over $1,300 in both September and October. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions or comments down below on tracking your expenses. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see me do more videos like this. And I'm also going to come out with more finance videos as well. So thank you so much for watching. Bye!